Okay, so this time we are going to find the x and the y-intercepts of a linear function. This is the function that we have to find. It's a y and x intercept. And I just want you to remember that there are two basic representations of linear functions. They're the slope-intercept form given in the form y equals mx plus b. And also we have the standard form, which is given by this way. So you can decide whether to use the slope-intercept form or the standard form, whatever is more convenient for you. In this case, since this one is already given in standard form, it's going to be easier if you use this way by remembering the following thing, that when x equals 0, you are going to obtain a y value. So when x equals 0, that's where you find the y-intercept, okay? So let's take a look at that. If x equals 0 in this situation, in this equation, as soon as x is 0, this term is going to be canceled, all right? So what do you have left? 6y equals 6. With this, y equals 1. That is telling you that when x equals 0, y equals 1, and that is the y-intercept. Okay? On the other hand, now we're going to find the x-intercept. Remember, now we have the opposite of this, or the other thing, the other possibility where what you do is when y is 0, you are going to find the x-intercept, okay? So how does this happen? This term, it's 6 times 0, it's 0, so it disappears. So I end up getting 2x equals 6. You solve for x, so x will be 3. And what does that mean? If y is 0, x is 3, so now you're having this coordinates, and this happens to be your your x-intercept, okay? So probably like this, it doesn't make sense to you, so I'm going to sketch the graph. And this is what we can do. Look at this. You have the function in its standard form, but if I want to rearrange it so that I have it in the slope-intercept form, it seems like it's going to be easier for you to sketch the graph. Unless you locate these 2 points and it's going to be easy. But anyway, I'm going to do it using slope-intercept form. And this is what happens. I'm going to have my coordinate plane, all right? And let's say that if you solve for y, this function, this is what you get. I'm going to write it over here. This is what you're going to get. Hopefully, all of you understand what I am doing here. I am solving for y in this function, this equation, and then I end up with this expression. This expression tells you negative 1/3 x plus 1. Remember, b is the y-intercept, whereas m is the slope of the function. So it's going to be easy for you to sketch the graph because you start at 1 right here, and then you go down 1 and 3 to the right, which means that you end up right here. Okay, this is 1, 2, and 3. This is a 1. And then you have 2 points over there. And then you can sketch the graph. So that's it. That's what you can do. And that's what makes sense of what we just did here, because as you can see, 0, 1 happens to be the y-intercept, and 3, 0 happens to be the x-intercept. That's how you find it, okay? So you have now different elements that you remember from your SM1 class to find out the x and the y-intercepts of a linear function, okay?